Thank you, Art. New this morning, a Buffalo County man is alive today thanks to two off-duty first responders who spotted his house on fire last month. Kevin and Leah Kubis rescued Michael Helgeson from his burning home in Glencoe Township. Those heroes are joining us live this morning to share their story with us. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here. Lovely to see you. So tell us a little bit, Kevin and Leah, you were just driving by. So what made you realize this was more than just a bonfire? Walk us through what happened.
Leah actually is the one who noticed. So
It was,
Noticed some burning?
we crested a hill, and I said to him, wow, that's a really big bonfire.
Yeah.
And his yard is quite a distance away from the road we were driving on, and we both just got really uneasy with like the size of the fire and like how far away it was, but it was late at night, so we weren't real sure.
Right.
And so we drove up there, and we noticed that it wasn't a bonfire at all, that the pergola on the corner of the house was on fire. So we pulled into the yard, and I called 911, and we started banging on windows and doors, and all of the doors were locked, and the kitchen light was on, and there was a dog inside barking. And we were able to make entry into the garage, and then he opened the door to the house, and the dog met us there. He picked up the dog, handed that to me, and basically told me to get out.
Okay,
And
so you and the dog then got
and
out.
then Kevin, well, he's a
You have
trained
fire experience,
Yes,
right,
so
Kevin? Okay.
he,
Firefighter.
yeah, so he went and cleared the house.
Okay.
So please don't mind me saying, first of all, thank you for your service. That's what you all do
Amazing,
is
yes.
wonderful, and thank you for that. What was the impetus? I mean, just to put yourself down aside and run into a home and help people out.
Run into a burning home,
Yeah,
literally, yeah.
basically, I kind of feel that a lot comes down to morals. Like you don't think, you act, you help mankind. You know, when there's flames coming out of the roof already at that point, and there was some lights on in the house, and haze of smoke was already settling down near the floor. It was now or it's going to be too late.
Right, and you both have first responder experience, so I'm sure that kind of guided you.
We just rolled on scene, and you flipped over into protocols and what you're trained to do.
Right, and then when you got there, Michael was asleep, right? So you had to wake him up?
Yeah, so I ended up clearing the living room to typical fire cleared living room, dining room, kitchen, came across the first room where he was very startled when I woke him up
Yeah.
to get him out of the house.
As you can imagine, for sure. And then you were able to get him out. And yet, what was going through your mind when you found him asleep? You realized, okay, there is a human in here. What now?
Instantly went to get him out. Is there anybody else in the house? Are there any children? And that basically just make sure no one else is there.
Okay, and he was unharmed, and the dog was unharmed as well, and both of you guys unharmed too, right? So amazing work there. And you did receive the life-saving award from Sheriff Osmond for your work. You brought these awards with you today. Tell us a little bit about what that recognition means to you guys.
It's a symbol of the importance of being there for someone in their hour of need. We just got there, and you're trained to do in that kind of a situation what you're supposed to do, and so that's literally what we did, and this is just a reminder of that.
Yeah. Mike, did you guys have any gear at all or anything?
No.
No.
That's why I wouldn't let her go in.
Right, okay, so you got the dog out, you got your wife out, and then able to call on the authorities, and yeah, amazing. How does it feel, knowing that you've saved lives? I'm sure as first responders, it is kind of more everyday, to you than the regular person, but knowing you have saved somebody's life and a dog, how are you feeling these days?
It's always a great feeling. I mean, sadly, that's kind of the business. You don't always have good wins.
Right.
So when you're able to save somebody and have that win, it is very touching. It is.
Real
Yeah.
quick, I know we're going to close this off, but was this a calling for you? I mean,
To serve my community has always been a deep desire I've had. So I would say yes, I've always had that calling to help.
I don't.
All right, and yeah, living it out, it's working out. Thank you so much for your service, and we know that Michael appreciates it too, and thank you for being here to share your story with us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We're back right after this.